Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Walking in Mayor-Phis. I'm your host, Brent Piles, and with me, as always, he's my co-host, Some Mayor Slam this week. Some Mayor Slam, how you doing?
Man, I am doing fantastic. I love these Memphis episodes. You know, I grew up in Memphis at the time period we were watching this. I could probably go dig out pictures of little Mayor being 3 years old in Memphis right now, getting with my He-Man birthday cake.
Not
Oh,
right
man.
now, but I think at some point you should share some of those photos with us.
Yeah,
yeah. They've got to.
So I got to drag those out, but yeah, I'm doing fantastic because I did tell you guys I wanted to do a little update. I have not bought my tickets officially yet, but I do have everything secured that I'll be able to go to SummerSlam next Saturday. My youngest daughter's boyfriend is actually surprisingly a huge wrestling fan, which I just found out about. So he's going to drive me up there. I'm buying the tickets for both of us.
Nice.
And he's really excited. I'm excited. It works out well. And the youngest daughter's going to take care of Angus and feed him and let him out so we can all go and do our thing at SummerSlam, Summer Slam. So I will be at back-to-back SummerSlams here in 2023 and 24.
Next fucking Saturday, isn't it?
It sure is.
It is. It's a week.
And yeah, guys like me like girls like Liv Morgan. So if you saw Monday Night Raw.
Speaking of guys like the Mayor who like Liv Morgan,
discuss her shorts on our other show.
Yeah, I was gonna rope you in on that, Glenn. I was gonna say, speaking of guys and guys who like Liv Morgan short shorts, Gia Russellnuts here. What's with us, Glenn? How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Sorry to interrupt your intros.
Oh no, you're absolutely. It's I'm trying to think of a way to put this. It's Saint Arsenal Eve because they have their first preseason match tomorrow, and I'm quite excited. So. Yay! They play this weekend too. They play Manchester United, so we got a couple of games coming up, so that's fun.
Nice. Now this is all preseason though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All your side of the pond.
Yeah, this is their American tour. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They play them, and then I believe they play Liverpool once too. I believe.
Oh, that's the one. Don't they play City in Philadelphia? Or am I wrong on that?
No, they play City or Liverpool in Philadelphia. I can't remember. Not City. It's either Manchester United or Liverpool in Philly. I know City does play somebody, but I can't remember who it is.
I think they play in Columbus. I believe Manchester City, because they're only like a 2-hour drive from me, and I was thinking about going to that game, and I'm like, I don't like either of these teams. I want to root. I'm almost positive it was Liverpool and Manchester City, and I wanted to root against both of them. Sorry, Dan.
I hope Liverpool beats them 6-0. So I'll go there and throw a rock at Kevin De Bruyne's head. I'm just kidding. I would never actually. I'm just kidding. I would never actually do that.
Oh, the Olympic football tournament's actually kicked off.
Yeah, the United States women team plays tomorrow at 2:30. 2:30 Central Time, that is. I think they play Zambia. If they can't beat Zambia, we're in trouble.
Yeah. You could poll 100 U.S. citizens to pick out Zambia on a map, and you could probably go 1,000. You could not find it on a map.
No, I couldn't. I'm saying count me as one of the motherfuckers who couldn't, because I didn't find that shit on the map. No, not me.
I can get the right continent, but after that, I'm just guessing. It's a crapshoot.
Not great with the African countries.
No, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I'm sorry.
I feel like it's southeast of, southeastern end of, but I don't know. I'm completely wrong.
I thought you were. I mean, you had me. You could have said anything. I'd believe you. It's near the Ivory Coast. Sure. Next week, tune in. We're going to do the geography bee. So.
Ooh, we'll have fun on that.
No one's going to have fun on that. It'll be awful.
I don't know. Our English slang podcast was a lot of fun.
That was I recently listened to that at work, like 6 months ago, and I laughed just as hard as the first time we did it. I don't think you were doing all that well that morning, Mayor, but you were on fire that day.
All the wrong answers for the right reasons.
That's right. So I mean that means next week we'll have to do a live SummerSlam prediction show, won't we? Have to then.
Yeah, we will be all in on it.
We'll be. That's right. That's exactly. We'll be all at it by now. I even know. I gotta buy. Usually I do margaritas. It's called Margarita Slam, but I don't. It's snuck up on me so fast that I didn't even. When you said it's next week, I don't know if you saw it, but I had a look on my face like this motherfucker's crazy. It ain't next week.
We're a time traveling group here. Glenn is anyway. It's already next week in Glenn's neck of the woods.
Well, he's not that far.
No, just next day.
He's not from the planet Andromeda or anything like that.
Well, I feel like it at times.
So you guys, I watched some of Monday Night Raw, about an hour of it, but I didn't see all of it. We've already sort of talked about Liv Morgan. I think she's broken the internet, correct?
Yeah, she's done a good job of that, and her and her Daisy Duke shorts there just won over the world. Minus Rhea Ripley.
Well, I think she was. I think people were already quite fond of her before that, but that just tipped it over the edge, I guess.
Yeah, that definitely tipped it over the edge.
And all of us wrestling fans, or at least most of us, are perverts anyway. So, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, you can't blame me because I'll swoon over a guy wrestler just as easily as I'll swoon over a girl wrestler. So you don't judge me.
You swoon over Earthquake.
Every day, pal. Every single day.
Whew. That taco meat chest of his.
He's the only person that's got 3 figures on the wall, is old handsome Earthquake. And I'm sure
can I give you a strange compliment, Glenn?
Go on.
Okay. Oh, Brent's confused on where I'm going on this one. I started watching. I was suggested this show on Netflix called Supercell. I'm probably pronouncing that terribly, but it's Supercell, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, some superhuman group over in England. I can't watch it. Do you know why?
You understand what they're saying?
I hate their accents, yet I love Glenn's. Glenn has like the most pleasing English accent of all time. But this whole group of people just frustrate me because I get so frustrated trying to understand. I'm like trying to listen really well. And I don't know what part of England, if there's different dialects like America.
Oh,
man, oh God, I cannot get into it at all. I can't listen to them. They just frustrate me.
If you go up to Liverpool or Newcastle and they're talking a totally different language.
Yeah. You need to be the narrator for all the characters in that show, Glenn, and I'll watch it.
You know what? I didn't know where you were going with that, and to compliment Glenn on having the nicest British accent was not where I thought you were going to go.
It was I've never seen this Supercell thing.
Yeah, I guess it's really good. I think it was rated, like 92% on Rotten Tomatoes or something. Like it was really high.
Basically, because I haven't got Netflix for one reason.
I've watched the four of the episodes of the final season of Cobra Kai. I need to still watch the 5th one, but
ooh, that's a good show.
That is a good show. Yeah.
Will not spoil anything.
We will not say a word about what's happened on that show for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, but check it out if you haven't. I mean, if you've never watched Cobra Kai and you're like a fan of 80s wrestling, how could you not want some of that nostalgia in your life? How could you not?
Oh man, the music is so good in it.
Oh
the
yeah,
show, the 1984. Man, that's some good music. I'm talking original Karate Kid, and
yeah.
I mean, I was just.
You were -1.
Yeah, it was -1 year. Well, I was like some months old, maybe depending on what month it was.
Does it take place in the time period of the original Karate Kid?
No, it takes place years later. Like
they flash back to the original time period a lot, though.
Yeah,
in the early seasons.
Anyway. In the early season, and they tell you backstories from the characters that you didn't know. Like you kind of find out why Johnny was an asshole because he had people at home that treated him like shit, and that's why he was an asshole. So then you can start to sympathize with people that you didn't usually sympathize with. It's a really, really good show. It really is. It's great.
Johnny wasn't the villain in the first movie. Daniel was.
Yeah.
Anyone that watches it, again, backstory, Daniel is the asshole in that movie. Johnny is the good guy. I'm telling you.
Maybe.
You'll
It's
be
all-
sitting next to
it's
Mr.
all-
Miyagi as the chief villain.
I guess it could be.
Oh, on Crime and Sports, they always make fun and say Mr. Miyagi is like a child predator because he's grooming this kid, this teenager, right? He's got him doing all his fucking household chores, and then in the second movie, he transports him to another country. So that's a whole nother charge. They should lock that guy, Mr. Miyagi, up. He's up to no good.
Tries to get him married off.
Yeah, that's something.
I'm just saying. I don't know. How did we get here? We were just talking.
I don't know. We were talking.
We're never watching Memphis wrestling. It was a good show tonight, guys.
You're like 10 minutes in, so it's not like that. It's just like we went from Liv Morgan to Karate Kid in the 1980s to Mr. Miyagi being a pedophile.
we covered none of Monday Night Raw.
Well,
Zero.
we did talk about Liv Morgan a little bit.
Oh yeah, woo, that's something.
I know you two won't, but I enjoyed the attack on Chad Gable by Uncle Howdy.
I must not have saw that part.
Oh, he did a proper Sister Abigail on him.
Yeah, Gable really sold that one. He went vertical on that spike.
It was Bowie's doing a great job of honoring his brother because that could have been Bray in the ring.
I have to say, I'm very glad Julius Creed, who I'm a big fan of, finally got some dress shoes to wear with his suit because he was looking ridiculous for a while.
Yeah, he was.
They brought that man. Brutus, nice dress shoes, looked dressed to the nines. So did Chad Gable, and then Julius comes out with like some old sneakers, like he forgot to pack his dress shoes the week before.
Yeah, say that.
He looked like he was wearing bowling shoes with his suit.
I did notice that too. I think that's like a cool new Alpha Academy kind of with him and the Creeds because they weren't really doing anything with the Creeds anyway. So it's nice to kind of throw them in that too. So that's nice. I'm trying to think. I like I like what they're doing with Damian Priest because they're really pushing him as a babyface now, and he's really doing a really good job of being one. When he walked straight out there with no fear and just went toe to toe with Gunther, I thought that was really fucking awesome too. What do you guys think about? I'm sorry, did anybody else want to add anything to that? I was going to move on to something else.
It was just that they, as the champion, they put him over strong as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't want a chicken shit baby face ever. Like that just doesn't work.
That's it.
No.
Talking about chicken shit baby faces, got a special referee in the main event.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you guys about. Is how do you feel about Seth Rollins now being the special guest referee for the Drew McIntyre CM Punk thing?
I thought we'd given up on this having special guest referees.
I don't like it. I think it's going to take away from the match that's been building itself.
Yeah.
It build onto the feud after CM Punk and Drew. They've been phenomenal together. Like their whole build up, it doesn't need Seth. Although I am liking Seth more in this, but I don't want him mixed into it.
We know it just built into a fatal three-way at WrestleMania.
Yeah, like it needs to go in a different direction.
Yeah.
I know they maybe just don't have anything for Seth and they still want to keep him in the light, but have him beat somebody. Have him do something. I mean, no, or just have him do nothing. One of the two. Yeah. I would rather have him do nothing than just have him almost just be thrown in a dream match scenario.
I would rather have him be a fucking the host of SummerSlam. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I would rather have him as the host of SummerSlam than have him be the special guest referee. When they brought him out and said he's the special guest referee, I literally groaned. I was like, because like you said, it doesn't need that. It's only going to take away from it. There's
one person that I would have liked as a special guest referee.
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce, you nailed it. Yeah. That would have been great.
That would have worked. I agree.
Yeah. It doesn't need Seth Rollins there. No woes.
Yeah. I know.
And you know he's going to be dressed up like some sort of clown referee as well. Right?
Yeah, and like there's nothing that more that Seth can do as a special guest referee that's going to like intensify his feud with CM Punk or Drew McIntyre. So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. No. They don't do stuff a lot anymore that doesn't make any sense. But this is an instance where they're doing something that doesn't make any sense. At least to me, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's going to take away from the match for me. It's distracting.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. But
that's true. Yeah, who knows? Maybe it'll end up being great. We don't know.
Not a good thing.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Usually we talk about NXT, but if you don't know, for at least until the television show Big Brother is over, we will be recording on Tuesday nights, which means none of us are watching NXT because it's on right now.
I do not have it on in front of me, honestly.
I can tell because you're in your. If you were in your living room, I would assume you were watching it, but you're in your little office room there. So
there is a TV right behind this computer desk.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, so it's off.
I wouldn't actually do this, but like I have another like computer monitor over here, and I asked Rachel if I said, would it be completely wrong for me to do the podcast while I played NCAA football on my screen? And she said, yes, that would be very wrong.
Are Glenn and I created characters in your game?
So my one complaint on NCAA football, and I won't go into like a whole spiel about this, is you cannot create any players. You can't even edit players. So that is my only complaint, is that you can't create or edit players, or else indeed you would be.
Does it give player names or just numbers?
Everybody has a name. Yeah, all the players' names are in there. Yeah.
Okay, so they got their nil deals or whatever, so they figured out the whole, because the old ones you could only have numbers.
Yeah, you had to go in and input the players' names yourself. You had to like do it all by yourself. Yeah, back in the day. The kids today know nothing of that pain, Mayor.
No. Or like
that's not Collins. That's wide receiver number. That's WR dot number 8.
Yep.
But yeah, I will say that if you have an Xbox 360, is Xbox One, an Xbox One or a PlayStation 5, I would go out and pick up a copy. If you enjoyed playing college football at any point in your life, I think you would enjoy playing it. So go out and grab one. But anyway, anything else from wrestling that anybody else wanted to get off of their chest or had on their mind?
No. It's been a bit of a quiet week after last week.
Well, it's only Tuesday, so we've only had Monday Night Raw to see. So, all right, well, let's do it. This is going to be from March 26th, 1983. It is some Memphis wrestling. First, I'm just going to play it for a second to make sure that the audio is working for everyone, because for some reason...
Perfect.
Good. I don't want to turn it off because we all love the music.
I'd love to know what he's doing to that bike.
Oh, I know what he's doing to it, but I'm not going to say. Something bad's going on. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
We got Lance Russell and Dave. I don't remember his last name. It's not important. Just Dave.
He looks like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
It's Batman.
I think it's Dave Brown, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, that sounds right. Dave Brown. I know that's right. You would know better than I would.
Yeah. I mean, I don't remember it terribly watching it. This part I wasn't watching quite as a kid, but I don't think. Maybe he was.
How old have you been in 83? Not that old, right?
No, I'd have been 2.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I thought. It's funny. One of the kids I work with started like listening to our show. He doesn't even like wrestling, but he just started listening to it. And I had said something to him about the mayor having, older kids, and he thought you were younger than I was, Mayor. And I said, no, he's a couple of years older than me.
Yeah, I get it a lot, especially when I go out to eat with like one of my kids. People think like we're out on a date or something, which is really weird and awkward.
That's really awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, when someone comes up to you, guys are a cute couple. No,
absolutely not.
Not at all. Oh man, we got the rock and roll.
The rock and roll express. Yeah. So they got to be like fairly new, right? In 83.
Yeah.
They're facing off against Sabu the Wild Man, who we know. And have we seen the Angel before?
We have.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen.
I gotta say, it's a bold name for a man that ugly to call himself the Angel.
Angel, yeah.
Very bold.
And 1 year later, he goes on to play in the movie The Goonies as Sloth.
Hey, you guys!
He does look very sloth-like.
Now, one of his wrestling names is the Colossus of Death. Now, that's the one you should have always stuck with because the Colossus of Death describes that man perfectly.
Why
Yeah.
does the referee look like a high school teacher?
He does.
Well, he probably is. He teaches English and then comes down and referees the matches. That's what it is. Yeah. Here we go. That's Ricky in the ring, right? Yes, Ricky Morton in the ring.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Good old Yicky with a beautiful drop kick and scoop slams.
Sabu.
Put the mullet out fully.
Uh-oh.
Everybody had mullets back then, so Ricky didn't. He's still got his now, but he didn't then.
Well, it's different to have a mullet now, I guess, depending on where you live.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I haven't had a haircut in about 6 months, so I'm getting there.
Goddamn, pal. Let's do it. Get a mullet. I mean, when I say let's do it, I mean you should do it, not me.
All right. I mean, at this point, I can't go to my barber shop for Lord only knows how long, so it might be not by choice.
Well, there you go, pal. Uh-oh. Oh, the old nuts to the face. I love that move.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
The old balls to the face.
The full vertical Hurricane Rana. And he knocked the ref right out of the... Oh, I thought he knocked him out of the ring.
Mr. Wallace is a good science teacher, but he is not good at being a referee.
No.
Except for one guy, Timmy doesn't like him because he gave Timmy an F. So
I wonder how many people Marty's killed.
Tag.
I wonder how many people Marty's killed at this point.
At least 2. I don't know where I got that from. I just picked 2 out of the air. Sabu the Wild Man. He combined 2 gimmicks, Sabu and the Wild Man Mark Marrow.
Yeah.
It almost seems like Robert isn't even like fully grown here.
No.
Because he's the same height as Ricky, and I always remember him being taller, like a good amount taller too.
Yeah.
It's
like,
funny, like Robert doesn't look like a. I mean, he looks younger, but Ricky looks like he's 14.
Yeah, it must be like 17 years old here or something ridiculous. Because he's not even full grown.
Yeah, this is like watching the British Bulldogs before they went to America.
Well, Ricky Morton is 67 years old. I'm not fixing to do the math, so he's been wrestling for 47 years.
Wow.
He debuted in 1977. So he's 5 years in the business already at this point.
So he's got to at least be 22, 21, even if he came out at 16, 17.
Well, he was born in 57, and this is 89. 22.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's 22 years old here. He still looks 14, but hey, what can you do? I suppose the Angel here looks about 178.
he's probably 22.
Yeah, he probably is.
Oh my God, that back body drop. He almost hit the ceiling.
Just paint him green and you've got Shrek.
Oh God, and get him a donkey? Yep, he'd be Shrek for sure. 100%.
Well, the donkey's in the ring now.
I was going to say Sabu's kind of donkey-like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
House of Fire.
You
got the hot tag going?
Here we go. That referee has a nice beard, though, for an Amish guy. Oh!
Nice.
That was a great sell job by the Angel there. I got to give him credit there. He looks like if you took Baron von Raschke and you put him in one of those can crushers, but you didn't put it like all the way down. You just hit it like a little bit and it crushed him down.
Yeah.
That would be this guy.
I swear I thought that was Baron von Raschke at first.
Understandable. Von Raschke just had a longer torso. Otherwise, he's this guy.
Got very skinny arms for a big guy.
I'm telling you, it's because he got crushed.
Yeah.
He used to be Baron von Raschke. He got crushed. His spine got compacted.
Oh.
It's Jim Cornette.
And
Let's see what he's got to say.
this is the
I'll
Galaxians.
handle it in my
These
own
are the
manner. Rock and Roll Express, man, met the Galaxians, and we're going to take a look at what was a super tag action.
Oh.
Rock and Roll Express and the Galaxians.
We'll come back when Cornette starts talking. All right, so the Galaxians here are taking on
Rock and Roll.
This guy must be like fucking 5'2". Look how short this guy is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that guy played Mini Vader on 97 fucking Raw. I'm absolutely sure of it.
This guy just got off his bussing job, bussing tables at the local Mexican restaurant.
He's fucking short as fuck. Look how little he is.
Yeah.
He's known at El Taquitos for being the guy that can carry 9 plates at once.
On his head. Even with all those plates on his head, he still isn't 6 feet tall. He still isn't. I mean, a lot of high pace action here. Oh God!
Look at that!
Holy
look
shit!
at that!
All right.
That was funny.
He definitely bounced to the next galaxy there.
I literally feel like I'm watching the Teenager Wrestling Federation with these little motherfuckers.
Yeah. That was a 3 count. The referee was slow there.
It's because they use high school teachers as referees, Glenn. I'm telling you. Oh, things are breaking down here. Breaking on down.
We're gonna get a double drop kick here soon. I think it's coming right now.
They better aim low.
There it is.
Oh, they're gonna take his mask off. They're gonna get it off, and it's gonna fucking actually be. I'm trying to think of who it could be. I got nothing. Oh, he's got a chair. Oh, he's an angry little man. He's got a chair. I wonder who played these guys.
Ricky Bolt guy.
Well, you saw it right there. It was a real.
Everybody saw it. Greg Morton and Robert Gibson are so anxious to have all those little trashy girls in the audience always screaming for them. They'll do anything for those cheers. We went in to wrestle a match, and when they saw that they could not wrestle us, they tried to fight. They used punches, kicks, they pulled hair, gouged eyes, and they saw that that wasn't going to do any good either because we can outcut them. So what did they do? They took Alpha right there, and they tried to pull the man's mask off, and that is one thing that you never do on Alpha or Beta, either one of the Galaxians, is touch that mask, and you see what happens when somebody does that. So now it seems what we have is a situation where there's going to be no time limit and no disqualification right up our alley, because with my brains and their brawn, there's no way that we can go wrong. And Morton and Gibson, if you want all those little girls cheering for you so bad that you're willing to risk your bodies and your lives to do it, then I feel sorry for you, because that's the reason these two men wear masks, so we don't have all that distraction from all those trashy girls cheering for us. They are the Galaxians, and their mission is to destroy opponents. Is that right?
I guess that means okay. Well, let's find it out.
I love that they had to have Jim Cornette stand on a couple steps down from them, because he said my brains and they're broad, and Jim Cornette's like 4 inches, probably 6 inches taller than them.
Those guys are standing to Cornette's hips. Let's be honest with ourselves. Holy cow!
The Moon Dogs coming up.
They literally did the live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Their names are Alpha and Beta.
Wow. Wait, who is this coming out here? Is that PS?
Oh, it is.
That's the.
No.
Who are these guys? Well, I guess let's get some context here.
In this 8-man tag match, there are many stipulations. It involves the fabulous ones who have agreed that if either one of them is defeated, that they will get their hair cut, if you're hearing me. Dutch Mantel has said if any of them can beat him in the middle of the ring, he'll pitch out $5,000 to the fans. And by agreement with the entire team, Steve-O has said if he gets beat, the whole team leaves town. Now, on the other side of the fence, we'll get to that later, similar stipulations. The Sheepherders have agreed that if either one of them get beat, the entire team leaves. Adrian Street has got his hair up if he gets beat. And Then it's going to be Jesse Barr who will take $5,000 of Jimmy Cornette's mother's money and pass it out to the crowd out there. This is the wildest doggone thing I've seen,
Does this cigar smoke bother you?
Oh, go right ahead.
Well, a lot of things bother me, and I think we got a little tape. We need to show it right now.
Okay.
We look at it. Let's watch this
You
little
want to
tape
see
right
what
here.
happened when these guys met once before?
You guys keep track of all the stipulations that he just said?
No,
It was like a War
I know
Games match.
I know there was hair involved and money and
Mama
It was,
Cornette's
man.
money.
It was like they explained the rounds of the war game.
yeah.
Oh man, that was something. There was a lot of stuff. I know somebody's getting some of Jim Cornette's mother's money. I can tell you that much.
And Adrian Street's out there. He just got punched in
His
the
hair
face.
on the line.
And then somebody's leaving. There's the demon. What's he doing? Is he cutting himself?
He's getting a fireball ready.
He's getting a fireball ready. Probably.
I don't know.
Is that the demon or is that one of the sheep herders? I meant the angel, not the demon. That might be one of the sheep herders, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one sheep herder that's not a bushwhacker. I mean, it's not Luke or it's one of the other ones. Yeah, because there's, I think,
Man, this is chaos.
a lot going on here.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
It's pandemonium here. And referee, gym teacher, John Morrison, John Mox. Jesus Christ. I was gonna say John Mox. That was terrible. Now we're fucking throwing powder.
That's gonna power up a couple of these guys.
Yeah, you don't know what you're doing.
I think Sweet Stan Lane might be.
He's got a mop. He's beating people with a mop. I don't know where he got it from.
And Jimmy Cornette's in there.
He said, well, I just
It's a
carry a
net.
mop with me.
It's
Oh
not-
no, it's not a mop. It's a flag. Sorry.
The Australian flag, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or New Zealand.
Well, you got
I
the
can't
sheep
tell.
there, so
Well, they're from New Zealand, aren't they?
yes, they are.
Yeah. Oh, then Jim Cornette's stomping people. I think they've had enough. Yeah, they're not like the WWE. They don't send 40 referees out there. They just got the one guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not paying people.
Oh, here come the Rock and Roll Express. And everybody bails out.
There's a phrase in this country about as much use as a chocolate teapot, and that sums up that referee.
I don't really like Dutch Mantel, so I don't want to hear anything he has to say. I'm not surprised that the first thing he said his promo was a lot of things make me mad. I bet he still starts everything that he says with a lot of things make me mad. I feel like
You care if I smoke the cigar?
he
That's
goes
right.
to the grocery store. They're like, Dutch, how you doing today? He says a lot of things make me mad. That's his answer. That's his answer to that. Old Dutch. With
He's
Steve.
still trying to explain the rules of this match to the other three.
And the match is already over, and they're back to explaining the rules.
Yeah.
Well, so what happens is if Dutch Mantel loses, he's got to put his hat on a pole, and then Steve-O's going to face somebody in a hat on a pole match, and whoever gets the pole then has to face the Fantastics in a ladder match that has a briefcase full of Jim Cornette's mother's money. That's how it happens.
Ooh.
And then somehow, I don't know how, but Adrian Street will have to shave his head. Don't ask me how. I don't know.
There's a lot going on all those stipulations. I couldn't keep up.
There's a lot of stipulations. I don't think I want to hear
Did Sweet Stan Lane have to get rid of his hat for one of the stipulations?
Yes, he has to lose his hat. They talk for a while.
This is going on far too long.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Memphis Wrestling does have a lot of backstage interviews and promos and stuff.
Let's get a little look at Adrian Streep, who's making his way into the ring here.
Miss Linda.
Miss Linda with him. Ooh, can't touch this. That's what he said, I think.
He actually started it before.
Yeah.
5 years before Hammer.
MC Hammer ain't got shit on Adrian Streep.
Hammer can't skip like that either.
No, definitely not. He doesn't got the moves like Adrian Streep.
It's,
Don't tell
it's
MC Hammer I said that. I bet he could beat me up.
It's incredible. It's like he's moving in slow motion.
He is.
Yeah.
It's like when what was it, Johnny Nitro at the time when he'd come out and do his entrance like this
Yeah.
in slow motion with the wind blowing. But
It would look really cool on TV, but then you would go to something live and see it, and it looked like nothing. It was just like some sparklers going off behind him. All right, here we go. We got something going on.
There we go.
We got Bobby Eaton and Pork Chop Cash taking on Mike Mashburn and Robert Reed. And Mike Mashburn and Robert Reed are non-linkers, which means I can't click on them to get any information.
Mike Mashburn looks like mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's where he got it from.
His body looks like if you stuck mashed potatoes in a Ziploc bag.
Yeah.
I know, like Bobby Eaton's white, but he is like seriously white.
Yeah, that's hard in Memphis because it's sunny out there all the time.
Well, it's March, so maybe he.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess I haven't been. Pork Chop Cash just wrestles in jeans, which I like. He could fit into modern day wrestling. I like guys wrestling in jeans.
Yeah, Pork Chop's a bad man. He had some good promos. That's who we should be listening to as promos because they made no sense. I feel like they had to cut Pork Chop off a lot of times because he would just keep talking and talking and talking, and he'd talk himself like backwards. He'd never mention like the Coliseum where they're supposed to be wrestling or the date. He'd just start talking. They're like, got to be like just like so frustrated with what he's saying, but they were great. Whatever he said,
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're gonna have to find some Pork Chop Cash. If nothing, I love a nonsensical promo. I don't know if you know, but I do a show about the life and times of Psycho Sid, so I'm all about a nonsensical promo.
Oh man, you got to hear some Pork Chop Cash promos.
They are incredible. He's got nothing to worry about. Bobby Eaton, Pork Chop Cash, taking care of business every day, taking care of business. That song probably hasn't came out by now. In '83, has it?
Maybe.
I don't know. I know nothing of music in '83. Glenn, what was your favorite song in 1983?
Oh God!
I'm just kidding. If you ask me what I'm sorry.
Is the early '80s. Is one year used to just blend into another, and it was all music. So I couldn't tell you what actually came out in 1983.
Were you a big fan of A Flock of Seagulls?
No.
Something by Wham?
Probably.
I feel like they probably had a bunch of hits in 1983.
Ooh, they probably did.
Speaking of hits, that hit to the throat by Pork Chop Cash where I hurt like a motherfucker. Old Pasty here is like, I better start fighting back or these motherfuckers are going to kill me.
I like pork chops and I like cash. This man's good in my book.
That's right. You know what? I think we might have pork chops for dinner tomorrow.
Good idea for dinner.
It's ironic that I actually already set pork chops out, though. So, a vicious knee. If this man's smart, he won't get in the ring. He's smart. He did not.
Smart. No, he didn't.
It's like I don't even know him. We got patched. We just got patched together. See, I wouldn't got in there even then. If he's not smart enough to know to roll out of the ring after that ass whooping, I'm not going to help you.
I'm surprised there's no pork chops on pizza.
Well, that would be something.
What
can you put a whole pork chop on a fucking pizza?
Not the whole thing, just shred it up. Like even if you cut it thin slices, like pepperoni slices, but with just pork chops, just thinly sliced.
That's interesting.
I don't know what else you'd have with it, but
you just said pizza.
There must be some sort of pizza with pork on it.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh, we will hear him speak, I'm sure. More chaos in the ring. Is that Andy Kaufman?
It has to be.
That's it. I was gonna say it's got to be Andy Kaufman, right?
And those weird
He's
tight.
the only guy who would be in there with my physique. There's Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant was chasing him, and he's gone.
Oh, me too. Who's this guy over here?
Oh yeah, because there's the king.
Is that Sweet Brown Sugar? Is he just wearing a mask? Is that Sweet Brown Sugar in a mask?
Yeah, it looks like it.
In the red pants, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's got to be Coco.
Oh yeah,
That's 100% Coco's.
Ooh, they still got the knee of pork chop cash. You ain't gonna take that too lightly.
And again.
Not pork chop. He ain't gonna do it. They're gonna do it to the other one. Oh no, the same knee. Oh,
That looks
That-
painful.
that it didn't look like it didn't hurt. Andre the Giant's headbutting motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That don't feel good. Can't.
Oh my gosh, look at that. What was that? Was that a leg drop to his leg?
Yeah.
He leg dropped his leg out of his leg.
He kicked his leg out of his leg.
Yep. He used his leg to kick his leg out of his leg. Boop. Out of here.
This same referee, he's got no idea what's going on. Trying to
He was the poor guy out here before. He's like, I did not get paid enough for this. Every fucking time, 40 guys in here brawling. This is like ECW. Shit.
There's a lot going on right now.
Pork Chop Cash will never walk again for what they've done to him. It's a miracle that he showed up for the match. Because how is he walking? He should be in a wheelchair. Did more damage to his knee than fucking. Oh, God. Look at that physique, pal. Hold
Oh,
on.
he's still upright.
Oh, we're getting a pork chop. Oh,
You know what? I can't believe this, man. The people behind us yelling. I wish it was you, Jimmy. I wish that had been you in there. You know why we didn't do it? I'll tell you why. You remember about 2 or 3 weeks ago, man, when we jumped in on Lawler and Eddie Martin came out and fined us, and he said, we're going to have no interference. So I told beautiful Bobby, I said, Bobby, don't worry about it, baby. Eddie Martin will come down and stop this match because the bell's rung. But you know what happened? I looked in the back and I saw Eddie Martin standing back in the back, grinning from ear to ear. And I looked at you and you were standing there grinning from ear to ear, man. Let me tell you something, man. No, man. Come on, what are you going to tell the people that for? Because he's prejudiced against the family. He does everything he can to get rid of Jimmy Hart, but it's not going to work, Eddie Martin. And now he's come up with this great match. I've got to put $1,000 up. I've got to put $1,000 up. Get a camera shot on this right here if y'all can wake up upstairs long enough. Can you see this right here? $1,000 for my main man right here, Pork Chop, to get in the ring against Stagger Lee, Coco Ware, Sweet Brown Sugar, whatever you want to call him, to get in the ring with him.
You go by Stagger Lee right
We've
now.
got to take the mask off. Everybody knows who he is, and it's the Mid-America title shot. If not, I've got to put my money up.
Well, wait a minute, Jimmy Hart.
No,
Let me tell you one thing. Put your money back in your pocket. Put it in the bank. I don't care. Put it in one of the coffee cups. But let me tell you one thing, Stagger Lee. Last week you hurt my partner, and I don't like it. But Stagger Lee, I don't care who you are. Some people say you're Coco Ware, Sweet Brown Sugar. I don't care. Matter of fact, I don't give a, or you know what. But you know one thing, you are a disgrace to your people, because they don't know who you are. But let me tell you one thing, Stagger Lee. But you just come on out there and do your dance. I want you to stagger both something, because I'm going to have something for you. I'm going to have this for you, brother. And I'm going to put this upside your head, and you going to dance for sure now, Stagger Lee. Let me tell you. You get that, boy. Because you know what I'm saying? I don't like you. I don't like people like you. And brother, let me tell you one thing. You are a disgrace to your people. No, baby, don't worry about it. Okay. We will get even. That's a promise, baby. Come on. Stagger Lee puts up the title.
That was good. Yeah, I
Pork Chop Cash is a hell of a promo.
That was great.
Yeah.
I don't give a you know what.
I'll put this upside the side of your head.
That was phenomenal. Oh, maybe we'll get some more highlights from. Oh no, Jimmy Hart's back. Jesus Christ, this is like WCW. What is these guys were just out here?
Yeah.
We've seen beautiful Bobby like 19 times this episode,
He's really just,
and he just disappeared. And Jimmy,
well, who knows? Who knows at this point? Well, let's see if we can get Pork Chop back on the mic. If Pork Chop gets back on the mic, I'll turn it back on again.
Jimmy's got a cane here. I don't remember him really using canes. Or what is that, a cane?
It looks like he's gonna do magic tricks, doesn't it?
He does look like a magician at a kid's birthday party.
He's gonna turn that into a bouquet of flowers. It's the poop, and it's gonna be a bouquet of flowers. He's gonna be like fucking Max from the Max.
The magician of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Yeah.
Now we're back to
He pulls out his megaphone from behind your ear.
now we're back to this match again.
Yeah, there's no whole lot of continuity to this, is there?
No.
So here we go.
Did you
Yeah,
see
well,
this?
Yeah, they are. We already saw this.
Perhaps he should have gone to 1990.
Okay, we found another match here. First of all, there's Jerry Lawler's ugly mug.
It's pretty impressive how much Jerry Lawler still looks like Jerry Lawler to this day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
He hasn't really aged much for being. What has he got to be in his late 60s?
He's got it. Shit. Something like that. He might be 70 by now.
He's aged really well.
Well, I guess when you don't drink alcohol, that does it for you. Oh, it's the Moondogs.
Yeah. Yeah, no drinking, no drugs, no smoking. I mean, he pretty much lives a clean life.
Just young girls.
I was just going to say, and
That'll
you
keep
know,
you
like
young.
about people who don't drink or smoke or have any vice. They've got one, and I know what it is. You sick fuck.
Oh boy. Allegedly. Not allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't think he's ever been charged with anything, so we do have to say allegedly. But so the Moondogs, anyway.
Right. You just said he likes young women.
That's true. Yes, that's
As
right.
someone who grew up in Memphis, I feel like one out of every classroom that was out there in the 80s had someone claiming that Jerry Lawler was their dad. And probably
I'm
some
sure,
truth in
yeah.
there probably was some truth to a lot of them.
I know. At least 25% weren't lying, allegedly. They're taking on Bobby Fulton, which I think we've seen Bobby Fulton before, and Dave Johnson, the Rock's brother, of course, younger brother Dave. I'm just kidding. I have no information on Dave Johnson. He's a nut licker too. Wasn't one of these guys the original members of Demolition, or am I thinking of something else?
I don't think. Oh yeah, you're right. Moondog Spot was the original Axe, maybe.
That's what I thought.
I think you're right. I think he was the original Axe.
Yeah. No, he was Smash.
Oh, Smash. I couldn't remember. I knew he was one of the original members for like a couple house shows, maybe in Pennsylvania, and then
Well, hold on.
they switched it pretty quickly.
This says Detroit Demolition, so maybe not. Moondog Rex. He was also known as Deadeye Dick.
Whew. That's a Jerry Lawler.
I think that stars, that Major Gunn stars in that, doesn't she?
Deadeye Dick. Oh man. Zoinks. Yeah, Moondog Spot.
I think it was the other one. I think you're right, Mayor. I think it was the other one that was Smash.
This poor guy is just jabroni dropping.
And that, listeners, is your this week's porn reference.
we get one in a week. You're right.
This guy did not sell that first body slam, and he is paying for it dearly.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to still fight out from under. He's about to get his ass whooped for real.
About to. He's getting his ass whooped for real.
Oh God, he is stepping on him.
Oh God, this is not good.
Oh man, they're gonna take some liberties with this fella.
What I do like is seeing these Moondog guys. They've got their britches tied up with a string. And I remember in middle school, motherfuckers would forget their belt and get in trouble because their pants were falling down. Have to tie their fucking pants up with a string.
Those punches.
They're gonna knock the no selling out of this man here soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he went up. He went up without any help there.
He's gone very limp.
Oh
yeah.
They put some stank on that one.
Not finished.
Oh man.
Stop it! He's already dead.
He's not throwing punches anymore.
No, I think he's done for.
No.
He just wants out of here right now.
He's definitely regretted his life choice.
He might not even get a tag out. Oh, that was a deadlift too.
Oh my God, they're beating the shit out of this guy.
They really aren't going to let him tag out, are they?
That was the least stiff thing that's happened to him, was that punch off the middle rope. Oh God, he made up for it with the kick. He is paying dearly.
Just don't get up again.
I mean, I would have rolled out of the ring by now.
Yeah.
Has the other guy even got in? No,
No, he hasn't been in the ring.
And he's not going to either.
No,
He's still trying to fight out.
Oh God.
He got a punch in the throat for
Finally.
I don't even know if he tagged out. The other guy just came in out of mercy.
Yeah.
It's Lucha rules.
To die as well.
Oh, he just hit him with a bone.
They're back to beating up Jabroni number 1.
He assaulted him with a bone in his frilly jeans. I like it. Well, I believe that Bobby Fulton and Dave Johnson won by disqualification, but I somehow don't think they feel like they've won.
No. That's not much of a win.
You know, this guy's like, please, it wasn't even me. I'm selling everything. Don't beat me too. Oh, God, it's not ending. They're still going to beat him on the floor here. Uh-oh. Oh, they're biting him now, too. Oh, God. Good Lord.
Yeah, the one
Now they're
switching. Oh!
Good Lord. They're beating the shit out of these guys.
This would be assault anywhere else than in a wrestling environment.
Yeah.
In Memphis, they're letting this thing go.
This stopped being a wrestling match and started being an assault a long time ago. Jesus Christ, he's already dead. Stop it. Don't hit him with the dog bone anymore.
He's only twitching.
How many dog bones y'all motherfuckers got?
Oh.
You think they chew on him? You think they chew on the bones that they're hitting these poor guys?
I think so. I think so.
Somebody's getting a staph infection. That's all I know. Somebody is going to need to see a doctor, and they're going to need some ointment. I feel like. Well, I'm like, put my hand down, motherfucker. Stop it. They're going to beat me up some more. That's what he's telling them. Stop.
I'm dead.
They're going to kick my ass some more. Stop saying we won.
Yeah.
Jabroni number 1 still up going.
I
strong.
can't believe it. The superstar isn't going to be in action. Oh, I assume they mean Bill Dundee. He was superstar Bill Dundee, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't make that up.
No, not Billy Graham.
Oh, it's not going to be Billy Graham?
No, that's another superstar, or Jimmy Snuka. And that was Superfly.
Well,
or Super Murderer.
Super Murderer. I don't even think we have to say allegedly on that one. I think they.
No. He was convicted.
They just said he doesn't know what day it is. So, but unfortunately, they were like, he doesn't know what day it is, so we can't put him in jail.
Yeah, it took like 40 years to convict him. I don't know.
Oh, we got Terry Taylor versus Bill Dundee here.
Oh, was that the cockadoodle don't?
The cockadoodle do not. The cockadoodle don't. He also is going to take on Pat Hutchinson here, so.
In the same episode?
Terry Taylor, he wasn't a bad wrestler. It's a shame they saddled him with that gimmick. That's what everybody remembers for now.
I know that Terry Taylor's a good wrestler, but I always found him to be a tad boring. In my opinion.
Yeah, just the man that you would make into a rooster.
Yeah, that'll give him some personality. This guy looks like you guys ever seen Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah.
This referee looks like Mike from Breaking Bad, but like a shorter, petite, like scrawnier version of Mike.
Oh yeah,
you're right.
Mike is by far the greatest character on Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul. He's by far the greatest character. Mike's
I agree.
Yeah,
I loved some Mike in that show.
Yeah,
there were a lot of people I hated in that show too.
It's funny. At first, you hate Jesse, but then at the end, you don't hate Jesse anymore.
I feel like Jesse was just Gilligan on drugs.
Yeah, especially the first few seasons. You're like, God damn it, Jesse, you fucking idiot. Here we go. He's walking off. I wonder if they're going to show the whole match. Couldn't be. We still got 2 more matches on this thing, but maybe they will. I expect 6-7 guys to hit the ring with chairs, baseball bats, flags.
Yeah.
All kinds of shit within the next 30 seconds, I imagine. I like how they back in the day it was just one little chain that stopped them from getting into the ring. Oh,
Look at that. Feet on the ropes. Get it together, Mike.
you can do it, Mike. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is a little slow and too technical for our taste.
Yeah. Move on.
It's a little too much. There is a tray of popcorn moving through the crowd though, and that does make me want some popcorn.
Some popcorn does sound good.
Popcorn's great. Yeah.
There's a movie I want to see coming out this weekend too, so maybe.
What is it?
The Deadpool Wolverine movie.
Ah, yeah. Oh, he goes right after him. It's
Where's that referee again? So somebody's going to take the beat, isn't they?
Who is this?
Pat Hutchinson.
Oh, okay, Pat Hutchinson.
He alter ego is the Scorpion. He died at the age of 49. That's the only information I can give you.
Very quickly.
That was quick, and then Dundee did a little strut and shimmy.
Hutchinson said, "Wow, how?"
Yeah.
Well, ain't that some shit? Bill Dundee's the winner. Pat Hutchinson didn't even see it coming. Here comes Terry Taylor. Oh, Terry. Oh, wow. Yeah, he just came from being a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
The way he's dressed.
Yeah, with the tie and the vest and everything.
Yeah. Or he just came from church, one or the other. I'm not sure. Or a funeral.
I was going to say, he's kind of dressed like my dad at that time, and he was a used car salesman. So I was going to go with the used car salesman look.
Now that you've said it, pal.
Yeah, you're right.
He's definitely selling some cars down at the corner lot.
He is.
This guy is ready to sell you a 77 Chevy immediately. He has an Impala down the lot.
Yeah, got that 82 Colt out there, fresh off the production line.
Yep, absolutely. And right now, Lance Russell, I can get you that for only $44 a month because that's what car payments probably were back then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's like all these old. Don't you wish you could have bought a house, Mayor, when they were like fucking $60,000? Wouldn't that have been amazing?
Yeah, I did 17 years ago and then sold it. So, well, it wasn't that cheap. It still was expensive, but
that would have been great.
Yeah, back in 1930, when you could get a house for, like you said, a couple $1,000.
Right. You could get like a handful of olives and 2 trees would get you a house.
Yeah, that first house back in 1958, I think your mum and dad paid like $6,000 for it.
Wow. Yeah, but I mean, but also you got to put in context at that time, jobs probably paid like $2 an hour.
Yeah, they were lucky because your dad was in a good job.
Stagger Lee coming up next, which is of course Coco B-Way, Eric, aka Sweet Brown Sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Here he is.
That is not Coco Beware. There's no chance that's Coco Beware.
I think when he takes the jacket off, you'll be surprised, pal. Oh, just what we need. More highlights of this match. We've seen 17 highlights.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a video. That's Coco. Look at what.
Definitely Coco. What it's missing is a parrot.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like getting so confused as to what's real and what's this video.
He's still dancing. It's almost the Shawn Michaels little strut.
He's just a sexy Coco. Sexy Coco. He likes to do the poco. I don't even know what that means.
It depends. Is it referring to Jerry Lawler at this time?
Oh, no. That's a weird looking belt he's got. I don't know what belt it is, but it's a weird looking belt.
I don't think we're ever going to know.
I don't think we would. I think you're right, Glenn.
Rumor is Stagger Lee is still strutting to the ring to this day.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
They just keep showing the same drop kick over and over again, don't they? You know how, like, the Fantastics video was really cool?
Yeah.
This is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
This is just really confusing. It's like a fever dream.
Just keep on going round and round and round.
I took too much edibles for this
I thought he was coming to the ring for a match. I didn't realize that it was.
Glenn,
Yeah,
I'm not even sure what Brent's talking about. They have not replayed this at all.
No,
He's just reliving this multiple times. He got into some that isn't. They have not replayed that drop kick once. Those edibles just are really good.
Oh wow! I like that one. This is
how is going on?
It's been 10 minutes straight of Coco strutting to the ring and drop kicking. How did they get away with this? They really had to do some filler at the end of the show.
Here it comes again.
It's the same entrance.
what is happening.
Oh
my god!
We all somehow got into Brent's edibles.
Something. This show is on drugs.
Just
I'll tell you right now.
entrances. There's no wrestling going on here.
What the fuck is this? There's a cowboy here.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Memphis.
just what it need.
You're right, Glenn. Why wouldn't there be a cowboy?
Yeah.
There's a man strutting in a mask.
It's well, let's see what's his name here. Let me look at it. It's Frankie Lane is his name. He is from London, Glenn, Ontario, Canada. Not your London. I have no information on him. He begun his career in 1965.
He's a singer.
He retired in 1989. His nicknames were Cowboy.
When he a singer, did Rawhide. Frankie Lane.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to take your word for it, Glenn.
Frankie Lane.
He's a cowboy.
He's really tugging on those ropes. Jeez, he almost pulled the ring over.
You know it's important before a cowboy wrestles to tug on his rope. You got to get that first one out before you get in the ring. You ever seen Something About Mary?
No, yeah.
Where he tells him you got to get the baby batter out of the brain before you go on the date. That's the same thing the cowboy has to do before he gets in the wrestling ring.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but maybe that's why his hair is a little sticky.
Maybe a bit. What's up?
Has he got tights on under those trunks?
It looks like he might.
It's not a good look, whatever it is.
They're going back and forth here. Oh, Stagger Lee almost landed on his feet. I'm going to call him Coco Stagger Lee. No, I won't because I'll forget.
Cocoa Sweet Brown Sugar, Stagger Lee Beware.
Sweet Cocoa Sugar. Sweet Cocoa Sugar.
How do you feel about Cocoa Crisp?
Cocoa Crisp is good. I like a good Cocoa Crisp. Yeah.
Cocoa Pebbles, I mean.
Oh yeah, that too. All that shit. All them shits.
Oh yeah.
Mix them together. I'll take some Cocoa Pebbles and some Cocoa Crisp together. Mix it together. I'll eat them joints.
Cookie Crisp, Cocoa Pebbles, just mix them all together.
Fuck it. Give me
like a super cereal.
Give me a smorgasbord. Get a giant bowl. I'm just kidding.
Wow, that was a hell of a knee.
You don't want to mess with the cowboy.
Because he's wanted dead or alive.
He doesn't look like a cowboy. Not that I'm the authority on cowboys, but I watched Yellowstone, goddammit. I am the authority on cowboys. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that was a stiff kick. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I gotta say, this match has been more of the cowboy guy getting it.
Yeah, he's getting more offense.
Kobe.
See, his offensive time is over.
Yep. It's time for Stagger Lee to stagger this guy's Lee, if you know what I mean. I don't think you do. Because I don't even know what I mean. Oh! He shut him down. He shut down his comeback with the clothesline. Ooh, uh-oh. Can Cowboys fly?
Oh, wow.
Wow, a
That's
back
a hell
elbow.
like a stone.
Hell of a maneuver.
Cowboys fly like a stone.
He didn't so much jump off the top rope as jump off the middle rope as fell.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I think he's got his shoulders down. Yep, sweet brown sugar, sweet brown cocoa sugar. I think got him with the roll up there.
Wow, what a pinning predicament!
What a pinning predicament. Sweet brown sugar is the winner. The cowboy can't believe it. Neither can his lady friend. No, you lost, dummy. No, you lost. Get down, stupid. Go back to home on the range, motherfucker. I'm yelling like you can't hear me. If you don't think this is me in my living room every time I watch a sporting event, you're wrong.
More championship wrestling.
Imagine me cursing out Phil Foden as I watch a soccer game.
Just not more Coco Beware, please.
Oh no, not the. I'll watch Coco wrestle some more, but no more of that fever dream video. I don't like that.
Yeah.
That was weird.
What about Sweet Dave Brown Sugar?
No, it doesn't. It's not doing anything for me.
No.
We've only got a couple minutes left, and I think it's just these guys bullshitting.
Yeah, it's just going to be them recapping. There's not going to be anything left.
It's just going to be them talking nonsensical. So that's it. That's going to do it for this episode of Memphis Wrestling. We got it all in. We got our porn references in, at least a couple of them. And a couple of things that'll probably make you go, oh, gross. Why did you have to say that? And that's what I aim to do every time we turn these cameras on. So,
Exactly.
Glenn, who do you need to
You're not used to it by now. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Glenn, who do you want to plug before we get you to bed?
The guys that Unbooking the Territory, Dan and Rob, doing the first and last of wrestling, and a little side project, Unstacking the Dadatory, covering the journey to Wembley in 1981, where Big Daddy faced giant haystacks. It was watched by 18 million viewers, the most that ever watched a wrestling match. They're doing they do their Gator Golf. They just finished up series 2 of that, where they're doing clubhouse things. They put the Gator Golf set away, and of course, I'm booking the Tankatory. They're finished up with that now. But if you want to listen to about the life and times of Tank Abbott, give that a listen and follow them on the X at Booking the Tankatory and get tank facts every day. And of course,
the Doctor Who podcast with Danny Inside. That's on SJP World Media.
And finally, DDT Wrestling's back with DC and Doc.
I want to congratulate.
Give them a listen.
Definitely check them out. Sorry, Glenn, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I want to congratulate Glenn on doing such a great job on all of those those UTT plugs, because you got them all without having to you didn't mess any of them up, Glenn. And that's twice today because you did the same thing earlier. So
yeah. Practice perfect.
What about you, Mary?
We always have to plug our great friend, Mr. Thomas Bryce, who supports us every single day. And we had a marathon on the old SportsWire radio today at I believe it was 1:30 this afternoon Eastern time. So check out sportswireradio.org, which is sports with a Z at the end, and then wireradio.org. And you can follow Thomas Bryce with his fantastic chops and see all of his interviews he does at Thomas Bryce 2017 and on Instagram at Thomas Bryce 2020. And follow me on the Twitter, the X, whatever you want to call it, at Mayor of Canton, and watch me eat things and rate them. Probably say a few swear words along the way. And yeah, I'll be posting my video tomorrow. Already recorded it today.
Boom.
So 6 p.m. tomorrow, be there. I'll be there. And you can watch me eat shit.
He'll definitely be there because he was already there.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be there once I share it with you, Brett.
That's right. As soon As soon as Glenn sends it to me in our chat, I will absolutely view it. Hopefully, there's no Grandpa Floppy Dick Pizza this week, but who knows? Well, definitely not because the mayor already recorded it, so that's good news. Yeah, check out all the other stuff we got going on. The very first episode of what we're calling the good, the bad, and the ugly, the Attitude Era, will be out on Thursday. So the first episode will be out now that you can watch on YouTube or listen wherever. Me and Glenn review the very first Monday Night Raw from 1998. It's January the 5th, if I remember off the top of my head. We kind of cover it a little bit different than we did on Warned Attitude. We don't talk about the whole show. Me and Glenn both picked a few things that we thought were good on the show. We picked a few things that we thought were bad on the show, and we picked a few things that we thought were very ugly on the show. Goldust dressed as Shaft will be the only spoiler I'll give you. So check that out. Make sure, of course, you check out The Life and Times of Psycho Sid, which should be out right now. It's episode 42. He's on the way to challenging Shawn Michaels for the WWF Championship at Survivor Series 1996. So we'll be building to that story over the next couple episodes. So check all that out. That's it. That's all. I got nothing else to plug. Glenn, give us the words that you always give us at the end of the podcast.
Goodbye.